Hello everyone, my name is Kieran and welcome back to the channel. First of all, before we get into any of this, I do want to say I do apologise for having a bit of a longer break than usual. I have been feeling a bit ill for the last few weeks, and also in the international break there's not too much to talk about in terms of Manchester United or the Fantasy League, because of course it is Fantasy Premier League and not internationals. But it'd be great if they would make a Fantasy Premier League kind of game for the international break. But anyway, that's for the past now. Obviously the Premier League begins again on Saturday, game week 5 of the Premier League season, and we are back to kind of update you guys on the Red Devil Weekly Fantasy League standings as they are right now. Now, before we get into this, well, please do leave a like if you aren't already, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. We are only 2 subscribers away from 760 subscribers on the channel, so anything you guys can do to help us out with that would be very much appreciated. Also, you guys will have noticed that the first one of these I did was game week 3, and the next one is game week 5. Now, I do apologise for not uploading one for game week 4. I think I just got completely caught up in all the Man United stuff that was going on throughout that week that I didn't even think to put up a video for last game week. Also, I was feeling a bit low on the kind of, you know, just in general kind of health and things like that. But I'm all right now. Welcome JF2YT or Footy Hub. Thanks for joining, mate. Really appreciate it. And welcome Dazza. Thanks for joining. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I don't like to moan. But hopefully we've got all that out of our system. It's time for the kind of, you know, we're going to update you guys. We're going to update you guys on the league. And if you guys don't know, the Fantasy Premier League that I set up does have a prize for it. The winner of the league, the top position, gets a £15 voucher of their choice. So Amazon voucher, I don't know, Netflix, whatever you want, iTunes, anything you guys want. If you did join the league at the start, of course, you've got a better chance of winning the league. But if you do want to still join the league now, then, you know, feel free to do so. If you do want to join the league, then please do let me know and I'll give you the code for it. Welcome RB Comps, thanks for joining, really appreciate it. As I said, just want to say to everyone watching, I do apologise for my kind of long absence, but tomorrow as well I will be back up to uploading properly, and I'll be giving you my match preview for the Leicester game. But without further ado, we're going to get straight into the Red Devil Weekly Fantasy League update, and we're going to start with the current standings. Now, as you can see, my current standing isn't brilliant, 29th, so I'm not looking at anything, you know, at the top. So these 5, and as I said before in my first one of these, the top 5 people get in the video. I only show the top 5, so I do apologise if you're outside the top 5. But if you do continue to work on your team, get in those points, you will get into the top 5 of, and you'll be able to get on the stream as well. And holding that top position, and also the best performer of game week 5. It is a really good friend of the channel, Jack Wall. He's been on the channel a few times on a few of the previews, and he is top of the leaderboard. Got on a pretty decent 85-point game week last week. A really top performer, and he is on 253 points, 13 points ahead of second place LFC FL London Underground FC. However, he was in the top 5 as well on game week 3, so he's done very well to stay there. You've got Game of Stones with Jane Mahoney's team, Wan Bazookas and Red Devils United. So that brings up the top 5, but Jack doing very well there in first place. The people below them didn't have a brilliant game week, to be honest with you, and I think that's what you know, helped Jack a bit, because Jack almost got, you know, double the amount of points that, you know, pretty much all of the people below him got. So that of course gave him the leverage to probably take over a few of those players in the top 5. So currently Jack is in the line for that £15 voucher of his choice, although it's still very early days, still another 33 Premier League games to go. But it's hotting up, definitely. I mean, they've got pretty much, I mean, I'm still 100 points behind Jack, so if I do want to, you know, win the voucher myself, I mean, I'm not really winning it if I'm going to buy it myself, but at the same time, if I want to get up to that level, I've got to claw back 100 points, which is going to be difficult, but, you know, God loves a tryer. As you can see, my current standing, I put 66 points in the last game week, 147 points on the board, which isn't great. I mean, I started off very well, and I just haven't really been able to get back onto the form that I showed at the start, really. RB Comp says, to be honest, I haven't really been able to be on YouTube as I've been really busy with college. Yeah, it's getting to that time of year, really. It's getting to that time of year where everyone's going back to school. Everyone's kind of trying to sort things out. So, yeah, no, I don't worry about it, mate. Don't worry about it. I've been very busy as well, and I'll probably be very busy in the next few weeks. But there you go. That's kind of an update on the current standings. I'm 29th in the league, which isn't brilliant. I think I'm about 6 points off the bottom spot in my own league, which is a bit embarrassing. But hey-ho, someone's got to be there. I've never really been that good at fantasy, to be honest with you. I've never been the one to kind of, you know, chop and change my team loads. You know, I kind of make a few changes now and then, but really, I just keep it the same. And I think that's really my downfall. Most players that are going to be at the top of that table are going to be, you know, chopping and changing, making substitutions, using their free hit and things like that. And, I mean, I probably will use it at some point in the season. But at the same time, I'm not one to kind of really meticulously, you know, change my team all the time and things like that. Maybe I should, if I want more of a chance of not having to give away a £15 voucher. RB comes an international break, so shit. Yeah, I know the international break is annoying, but I know it's good. I mean, in my opinion, though, in a way, you're able to see some different teams playing. You know, obviously you get to see England playing, which is good. And it's just a bit different from the norm. But at the same time, I think Premier League football is a lot more exciting, a lot better in general. So I do agree with you that I'd much rather watch Premier League football than international football. Unless it's a tournament, I think you can't really beat international tournament football, in my opinion. So there is the update on the standings and things like that. Of course, yeah, as I say, not looking good for me, but Jack is doing very, very well at the top. And as I said, you know, good luck to you guys this game week. Let me know who you're going to be rocking in the comment section below for your team as well. And let's see if you can push into that top 3. So, I'm going to show you my fantasy team right now. And here is the fantasy team that I'll be going into, next week with. In fact, I'm going to change that because I know I've got that wrong. So do bear with me. That's it. Right, there we go. Right, that is the proper team. Sorry, I did get that wrong, so I do apologise. Here is the proper team that I'm going to be going into game week 5 with. Now, as you can see, Maddison is playing for me, and obviously, I mean, I don't want Maddison to do well, but if Maddison does do well, I guess my fantasy team does alright. I mean, again, Maddison's one of them long-term picks for me, because I feel like long-term, he is a cheap option that gets you a lot of assists, as well as good free kick goals as well. He's a set-piece specialist, so at the same time, you know, he's a long-term pick for me. I've gone with Lloris in goals, Zinchenko, Robertson and Alexander-Arnold. I haven't put in too many defenders, really. I was kind of, you know, thinking about potentially putting in someone like Virgil van Dijk or someone like that who is almost guaranteed clean sheets. But I think just, for me, I just wanted to put in fullbacks and players that are going to, you know, get kind of goals and assists, and I think those 3 there have every chance of doing that. Then the midfield, I've gone for a midfield 5. The big signing, really, for the team is Sadio Mane. I've gone with Sadio Mane. I put him captain as well. Liverpool playing Newcastle at home. For me, unfortunately, I don't like saying it, but I feel like it's going to be a guaranteed kind of 4 or 5-0 victory for Liverpool. And if Liverpool score goals, chances are Sadio Mane is going to be a part of it. So I've made him captain. I've also got Kevin De Bruyne in there. Norwich away shouldn't be too difficult for Man City either to manoeuvre. I've gone with Ruben Neves as well for Chelsea. Ruben Neves, he's going up against Chelsea at home. Wolves, notoriously very, very good at home, of course. We suffered a bit to that already this season as well. So Ruben Neves, I'm tipping him to get an assist or a goal or something like that. Mason Mount as well in the team. I think Mason Mount has started brilliantly, similarly to how Daniel James has started for Manchester United. Both young players, both new to the team. They've started very well in their respective sides. And then I've gone with 2 strikers up front. I've gone with Aubameyang on the left-hand side. Now, I just feel like Aubameyang is a bit of a banker for scoring goals, to be honest with you. And I've gone with Mason Greenwood on the right-hand side. Now, this is because, for me, I feel like I did have Marcus Rashford in there, but I went with Mason Greenwood on the right-hand side there because I just don't like putting I don't like putting first team Man United players in there, to be honest with you. Now, I think Mason Greenwood could do something off the bench, but I don't want to jinx it, if you know what I mean. So I've gone with Mason Greenwood just in case he comes off the bench and does something good. He looked pretty decent when he came off the bench against Southampton, so yeah, I think he could be a good option for me, a good cheap option, because this squad is not, you know, I mean, most of this squad anyway makes up the 100 million. Greenwood is about 4 million, something around there, so not that much to pay really. So yeah, that is my team for this game week. Please let me know what you think of the team in the comment section below, and just let me know your team as well. I want to hear what you guys are rocking for this game week, and that's all I've got to say really. Thank you so much for watching. It's a bit of a short one today. Good luck for this game week if you are playing Fantasy Premier League, and hopefully I'll bring you an update on the Red Devil Weekly Fantasy Premier League next week. Hopefully I'm a bit higher up the table, and hopefully you're a bit higher up the table as well. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. Please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Leicester preview. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys